where I'm going again. Got it. Let's go hit tweet sometime. There we go. Tweeted out loud. Excellent. Not going to be doing too many more instances today, folks. I've already been streaming for almost 3 full hours. And as you may or may not remember, my length of time streaming was always approximately 4 hours. But I'm going to be cutting it a little bit shorter simply because I got to do all the editing of these videos at the end as well. So it's going to take a bit of editing, I think, to get these posted properly on YouTube. Plus putting the Blizzard legal disclaimers on everything take a little bit of time too. Alright, now the Stockades is probably the shortest of the instances you'll see today. I think it might be the shortest instance in the entire game. The hard part is getting into it, but given the fact I'm level 100 and I'm flying at high speed, it won't be as hard as it could be. Not by a long stretch of the imagination. Go flying over Raven Hill, flying over the Raven Hill Cemetery. Yes, cemetery, I'm just being silly. And that'll get us into Elwyn Forest here after we do the Hushed Bank, Darkened Bank. Pick a bank. Now I haven't been anywhere in this zone yet either. So, now, for horde members, or people who just simply haven't been to Stormwind. Here's Stormwind City. Okay. The Stockades are right here, inside this tower. Okay? I want to stress that again, it's inside this tower. If you're coming in the way I'm coming in, you're going to have to basically fly down into that tower from a height. You might even get killed on the way. If you do, you run back in, get inside the tower as close as you can to the instance while still being able to spawn yourself, and then go in. So, I'm calling this the beginning of the run to the Stockades, so the wife will know what we're looking for when I'm attempting to do the editing. And here we go. I'm deliberately gaining height because there are actually flying guards over Stormwind, and we don't want them to screw me up on my way in. From here you can actually see there's the Stockades entrance right there, that building right there. That's our goal, okay? You can see the entrance right there. As soon as I get into Stormwind, I'm going to be PvP'd. Not quite there yet. I am about to be PvP'd as soon as there we go, I'm PvP now. So the goal is to avoid the flyers. I'm probably higher than the flyers, so that's all good. There's some flyers right there, just as proof. Okay, so we're going to land and we're going to charge in. There we go. And we go. I am level 100. But that's not going to stop them from killing me. So that isn't that interesting? You can still die, even at level 100. Now, if I was a tank, I probably would have made it. If I was a priest, I might have made it, maybe, because of being able to put myself in some sort of shell. Instead, I have to come in all the way from over here. That's as expected. To be honest, that is as expected. So even though this isn't exactly showing you the instance, it is showing you the mechanics of going to the instance at level 100 and showing you where it is, etc., etc. Therefore, this is going to be part of the video on YouTube. So hello to everybody on YouTube who's watching this. Remember, you can find me at Twitch, located at twitch.tv/gutrend, when I'm doing live streams. I always announce my live streams on Twitter at gutrend. You can also check my Facebook page, which is gutrend. You can check Instagram for gutrend. You can check IMDb for gutrend. You can check Tumblr for gutrend. Not all of these things will necessarily be game related. The IMDb list is a list of movies and TV shows that I love and that have been formative in my becoming the weirdo that I am today. My Tumblr is a bunch of funny things that I've found on Tumblr that I've reposted. My Facebook channel is just starting to get filled up because my administrator, who is also my wife, is starting to work on putting stuff up there. Additionally, my Instagram is photos that my wife is posting on my behalf as well. I haven't mentioned you can find me on Xbox. You can find me on Xbox at The Real Gutrend. I accept friend requests, and that is capital T, capital R, capital G, The Real Gutrend. And if you want me to be a friend of yours, feel free to friend me there. I will friend you back. As I will follow you back on YouTube, like your page in response on Facebook, follow you back on Twitter, and probably Instagram and Tumblr as well. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to share this video, like this video, and by all means, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a lot of Warcraft stuff now, but I am branching out. I'll be doing other Xbox games, COD with a huge language warning when I'm playing that. And I'm also going to be playing maybe some other games like Watch Dogs, Sunset Overdrive, maybe some Destiny, maybe some Lego games, Far Cry 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3 even. And of course there's new titles coming that I'll be gladly purchasing, assuming that the finances actually move me in that direction. Pardon? Yeah, my finances allow. I'll be doing newer games as they release. But if you want to help me do that, that's why there's a big donation button on my Twitch channel. I'm not deliberately begging for cash. I'm just saying that, you know, financially I might not be able to play the newest games because financially I might not be able to buy them. Therefore, if you want to see something new and there's no sign of it popping up on my channel or my feed, it's probably because I do not have the ability to get it. And if you want to help, by all means. Alright, we've now taken the ground route to get to the Stockade, so everybody was paying attention to the map. And we're going to spawn ourselves right at the entrance. And now we are in the instance. There we go. Welcome to the Stockades. The Stockades is easily the shortest instance in the entire game that I'm aware of anyway. 3 bosses, no waiting. In order to actually do the instance properly, you should clear every one of the rooms. But even if you were to do that, that's only 18 rooms plus the 3 bosses. So even if you're going to do a full clear, it's still not going to take you very long. For the purposes of arguing this, well, there doesn't even seem to be anybody in this room. Okay, what about this room? Wow, the first two rooms are completely empty. That's interesting. Let's get getting some people to kill here. Come on, I can't kill no one. I have to kill something here. Let's go.
No?
You know, so two rooms gone, nobody in them. Sounds to me like a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That's what it sounds like to me. And there is everyone dying in one big massive blob. Except for this dude who's wandering around out here and he's shifty and he's a thief and you don't want him stealing any of the compass. There we go. So that takes care of those two rooms. Actually, those actually were the second two rooms. So this is actually the intersection wherein we find the first boss. Now the first boss likes to teleport around when you're doing damage to him, okay? However, he's not going to be able to do that today because I am too overpowered. Therefore, he will bow in front of me like the bitch that he is, and I will loot everything. There we go. So easy instances when you're capped. Admittedly, it's easier than it should be because I'm capped. We're going to save Hogger last. Okay, Hogger's the big final boss. We're going to deliberately go to low gold route. Alright, so that means going this way first. Okay, as we did earlier, we're going to go in here and aggro everything. Then we're going to go to the other room and we're going to aggro everything. It's probably exactly what people who've been watching these streams have been waiting for me to do. If he's level 100, why isn't he just grabbing everything and killing them all at once at the end of the dungeon? Because I've never been that guy, you know? I've never been the guy who grabs everything and kills them all at once. I'm killing all the trash mobs at once. Because they're trash mobs and they need to die in large quantities. All at once, for no apparent reason, yes. And we're almost done this area now. Good for you. Sounds like the wife is in Draenor running Draenor mining. Alright, so there's some spare rooms off of here too, so let's go get those dudes and dudettes. Well, you should go till you are rare. Into the other room, grab all the mobs here. Everything is dead here. Except for this dude who just didn't want to come in the other room. Well, if he thought that was going to spare him, he was wrong. Lord Overheat, you need to buy it. There we go. Fire extinguish. And we'll just finish off this room real nice and quick here. There we go. Alright, that takes care of this entire branch of this instance. We're going to head over to the other branch of this instance. Just going to check my monetary. I'm at 279 gold. That's not a lot. I've been using my gold to do things, you see. Okay, so at this point we have completed these 4 rooms. These 2 were empty. We've completed these 2 rooms, this room with the boss, these 4 rooms in one shot, these 2 rooms with one shot, the boss in the room behind him. So now we're heading to these 4 rooms. We'll grab these 2 rooms, depending on where Hogger is standing. We'll have to be able to grab the room behind him. And we'll burn them down. We'll be done the instance. That fast. Just that fast. The wife is now celebrating the kill, I believe, of a rare in Draenor.
Same level too.
Cool. What level are you?
91.
Oh, what level? What type of character are you playing?
I am playing a warrior DPS.
Dual wielding 2-handed weapons. Very much a badass. Yes, indeed.
That's right.
And what's the name? Who?
Callisto.
Callisto.
Yes.
Understood.
Your father.
Yes.
See, I know you know it. But that's a big given.
But that's also real world lore rather than actual lore in the game. When you say lore when you're playing Warcraft, you mean in-game information. So there. There you go. But you're very quiet. Is that, are you able to hear yourself even on the...
Oh, not at the moment.
So I'm basically talking to myself sounding like I'm speaking to someone else. Great, so now my wife's making me sound like I'm a frickin' insane person.
I'm not trying to make you sound like an insane person. I shouldn't feel like talking.
It's just a bonus. No, I mean when you're talking, are you able to hear your voice talking about...
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, that's good.
If I talk loud enough, I can hear myself.
There's the Stockade completed, technically. We're going to go in here and just finish it off because, you know, I'm a completionist. I'm not running extra mobs. Are you crazy? Okay. So as you can see, we've completed the interior of the Stockades. Now the question then becomes, how do you leave? Well, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm going to hearth. Unfortunately, the only hearth I've got the ability to do right now is going to be to my garrison, which means that this is a perfect time to stop today's runs. I did a bunch. How many did I do? 5 or 6 runs? Instances? 6 instances. That ain't bad, folks. That's a good start.